up, Anyo? This is Emily and I'm back with another video. So today I wanted to share a little bit about how I found all of my information, how I found out about different programs and what kind of resources I used when I was looking into all of the different options that come with teaching even abroad, not just in South Korea. So I think it was about 2.5 years ago, I was in like the deep dark depths of Netflix and I came across a show. It looked interesting. I read it was like it was kind of like a take on a Cinderella story, and I was like, why not watch this? Maybe it's a foreign film, because they also had like really thick accents, but they were still speaking English. And then I went to look up what it was, like I just googled it and I came across an article that was about like I think the title was "If you're gonna start watching K-dramas ... and I was like, what is a K-drama? Like, I don't even know what this is. I looked it up and they were like, if you're gonna start watching them, you have to watch this other one first. So the other one was Boys Over Flowers, and I realized that the show that I had been watching on Netflix was Heirs. And if you know pretty much anything about Korean dramas, like those are like some two really big ones. Like those are big deal K-dramas, like everyone knows those. I'm just like, this is the plot is moving really slow for a movie that's only like an hour long. And then I realized it was episodes, and I realized that they were all an hour, and I was like, what have I done to myself? But I had already committed, so I was kind of like, I just have to do it. I just have to watch them all now. And I watched them all. I ended up loving it. Haven't really looked back since. I remember going through, and as I would finish a show, I would pick an actor that I was really interested in. Most of the time it was like whichever main actor I thought like was the cutest, or whichever female actress I like really enjoyed watching, and I would go and look up what other shows they were in, and I'd watch those. And as I went through those, I ended up finding a show called It's Okay, It's Love. It's Okay, That's Love. And I really enjoyed it. And who is this guy? He's super cute, really good at acting. Looked him up, and it turned out he was a K-pop idol. And it was Dio from EXO, and also if you know pretty much anything about K-pop besides Big Bang, you'll know that EXO is like kind of a really big deal. So that's how I fell down the trap of K-pop. I also haven't looked back from that either. As I went on to YouTube and was exploring YouTube for just different videos about Korean life, expats living in Korea, it was something that I was becoming more and more interested in inherently. And through watching K-dramas, I became really interested in some of the like phrases they would use, why they use different manners, where those came from, what kind of historical context did sayings and food and like just simple manners have. And I found a really great way to do that was through YouTube videos, especially YouTube videos from people that are from the United States that have gone and moved to Korea for whatever reason. Most of those people are English teachers though. So I became interested in that. I found a YouTube channel that talked a lot about Korean food, different cafes, and pretty much her life just being a English teacher in Korea. And I'll link her channel down below. She's great. Her name is Megan. And she posted a video all about how to become an English teacher in Korea. And I wasn't really like, I need to find a way to move to Korea. It was more just, I just ended up watching it to watch it. I realized that almost all of the requirements were super easy, and I filled them all. So I started looking into it a little bit more, and I realized it was going to be an opportunity that I think I would really end up enjoying. So I just set my foot down and I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. So that being said, a lot of my information when it came to just kind of like exploring the idea of moving to Korea, being an English teacher in Korea, being an English teacher abroad, is from YouTube, just because it's a great way to find personal accounts of how people did it, what kind of things they might have like struggled with, what advice they have. And then through that, a lot of the times they'll link you to different resources. So through Megan's channel, I came across the EPIC program. I came across Corvia, the recruiting agency, and I got some of the basic information on requirements for the EPIC program. And from there, I was able to narrow down my research and just kind of like start with, all right, what's the first thing I can look at? Recruitment agencies. So I looked at Footprint Recruiting, I looked at Corvia, and then I looked at how difficult it would be to do, to like get an English teaching position without a recruitment program. And I decided it was probably going to be the best for me to get into a recruitment program and go from there, just because it's free. Almost everyone else that I've watched YouTube videos for or have communicated that have done it themselves went through a recruitment program or some kind of program. And I decided that I would probably want the extra guidance as well. And when I got to the Corvia website, they ended up having a ton of information and a lot of links, a lot of blog posts. They communicate really well with people that leave comments. So I pretty much spent like a couple days just exploring the entire website, looking at their applications, looking at timelines for things. And I did the same thing with the EPIC programs. It's really great to have lots of different perspectives when it comes to doing something that you've never really done anything like before. And I've found that YouTube has actually been like a really great resource for that. As long as you check out the different resources that they give you either below videos or in the videos, most of the time they're all pretty legit, and they actually give you a lot of like the same information, but from different resources. So I found that was really helpful, especially when it comes to deciding between programs, deciding between where you want to go. For me, at least, that was pretty easy because I had already been interested in Korean culture in the first place. But I could teach in pretty much any Asian country, and I am sure I could probably find some other programs that allowed me to teach in Europe or South America, Latin America, anything like that. So in the description, I'll put all of the information that I talked about today, all of the different websites, recruitment programs, recruiting agencies that I've looked into. I'll also put links to the YouTube channels that I found the most helpful and the most entertaining. And yeah, that's it. Meow. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next Saturday with another video. Hopefully with a special guest, so be excited. Alright, bye!